Welcome back to my channel. If you have not liked and subscribed the channel, please like and subscribe the channel. This is the place where you can learn Microsoft Intune. In this video, I am going to say you that Microsoft will automatically switch users to the new Outlook in January 2025. Yes, you heard correctly. So what Microsoft is going to do, and this is very interesting being as an Intune admin, right? So there is an article published on Microsoft site, so about how you can prevent users from switching to the new Outlook if you are not ready, but Microsoft will automatically switch users to the new Outlook in January 2025. Yes, we are in 2025. So I'm going to discuss and show you how you can prevent users from switching, or if you want to enable or disable the new Outlook via Windows registry, and this is for Outlook client application for your Windows machine. So yes, today we're going to talk about on Windows machine. So how we're going to do that? So starting in January 2025, users with Microsoft 365 Business Standard and Premium license are automatically migrated from Classic Outlook for Windows devices to new Outlook for Windows. Yeah, no iOS, no Android, only Outlook and only for Windows devices. When this will happen, you can always go and refer this article. So you see here how you can block a new, but so this will happen on standard. If you are using Microsoft 365 Business Standard license, then it will be January 6th. Tomorrow I'm making video on January 5th, which is Sunday. And if you are using Microsoft 365 Business Premium, again January 6, 2025. And if you are using Microsoft 365 Enterprise, I hope most of the customers or organizations using Enterprise, it will be April 1st, 2026. How this will affect your organizations, right? So user will automatically be switched to the new Outlook after receiving a series of in-app notifications. User who switch to the new Outlook can toggle back to the classic Outlook if they choose through Outlook options from the general, right? So I'm gonna show you how you can disable, and this is recommended, right? This is recommended. Recommendation is to from Microsoft is to disable this policy if you still need to communicate this to your user. If you want to disable this policy, and if you still need to test the new Outlook for your organizations. So in what circumstances, in what situation you want to disable this policy through Windows registry, or you can prevent users to not to switch to the new Outlook if you are still need to communicate to your about this to your users, your Windows users, or if you want to still doing some testing within the organizations for the new Outlook, or if you still need to update relevant documents and like KB article for your users. In these three scenario, you can disable it. Otherwise, better to use that. I'm sure most of the customers are on Windows and they are already using the Windows. But in case if you are still using the classic, then and you need some time, you can disable it through Windows registry. So how you can you see Windows built after 20. So let's first go. I'm not gonna read this entire, but I'm just, this article actually is very nicely written, and it will give the full guidance for being as an admin, how you can control the installation and use of the new Outlook in your organizations. So you see some organizations might opt to use this policy to hide the try to new Outlook. Like in the right hand corner you will see try to new Outlook toggle from appearing in the classic Outlook for Windows devices until they're ready to migrate. So how you can hiding the new Outlook is available right from the Microsoft admin center. So this is the URL. You can go to the config.office.com. you can log in with your credentials, and you go to the under customize and go to the policy management, create the policy and give name something like Microsoft, like I'm just I just want to hide right through policy, so I'll just copy it from here. You can give any name whatever you want to. Try the hide the try new Outlook toggle in the Outlook, right, on Windows OS, right. So I want to hide this so that user will not able to toggle this one. So scope, here you have to select the scope. This policy configurations apply to all users. This policy configure apply to users in a specified group. So if you want to apply to all, you can, or you can select the groups. This policy configuration apply to user that access the document anonymously using Office on the web. So if you want to apply for all users, you can apply, but use this specific group and select the groups from here. So I for this video I'm just selecting all users, but based on your choice or requirement you can select it. Here is the policy. You can see there is a total 24224 2247 total is policy. There is baseline and so what you have to search, you have to search the try the new Outlook here, right, and search it here. You see, hide the try, you have to search it here. What you have searched? Try the new Outlook. Hide and try the Outlook platform Windows application Outlook status not configure, area is none. So select it here and then you can enable it. So what you have, once you enable it, what do we enable? Once you enable it, it means it will prevent, right? So what is this policy settings control whether the try Outlook toggle is disabled. If you enable this policy, so that user will not able to turn on this option. So I've just configured it. This is the policy. Select next and create. And this is the tenant level, right? So I have created this policy. Click on done and you see here. So I have created, I have applied to all users, and scope is the tenant level. If you want to apply this policy for your specific groups, you can do that, so that user will not able to turn on. This is very admin, and you need access to the Microsoft admin as a global admin to configure this one. Okay. Alternatively, you can also do it through Windows registry. You can go to here, right, and if you want to disable this one, right, you have to use 0, right. So you have to go to your Windows registry, software, Microsoft Office 16 Outlook option. I have Mac, so I cannot show, but yeah, in the next video I will show you. But since you are a very expert on this one, you can go to this registry. You can open the run command with the admin permission and type regedit. It will open, and then you can go to here Office Outlook option general, and or you can apply this Windows registry from your server Active Directory as well, or through Intune as well, right, and it will get applied. So you can refer this. I will put this link in the description so that you can use this. And if you want to later enable this, then you just need to make the modification from 0 to 1. You see here 0 to 1, right. So you can also disable it using group policy, right, by downloading the group policy or cloud policy or admin through Intune as well, admin control migration, right. Like if you want to do like migration to Outlook, right. So there are many other ways, but I've just shown you. You can do it through here, you can do it through Windows registry, and you can do it through but I will put this link in the description so that you can refer and understand more into details, right, in case if you didn't understand from my video. I hope I'm assuming you're understanding. But the other thing is block new Outlook pre-install on Windows, right. So how you can block the new Outlook pre-install on Windows if you have already installed. So Windows build after 23 is to have a new Outlook app pre-installed for all users, right. So you may be wondering, like Windows default image is pre-install, right. A new Outlook application is pre-installed on Microsoft build 23H2, as it will replace the pre-installed mail and calendar app by end of 2024. Currently there isn't a way to block new Outlook from being installed before it is first installed as a replacement. If you prefer not to have the new Outlook show up to your organization's devices, you can remove it after it's installed as a part of the update. So how you can remove it? So there is a package you can refer, and this is the PowerShell command as well. You can use it, you can run, and you can remove the Windows, remove this window orchestrator registry value as well, if you, in case if you want to remove the app package. For any devices that are installed the March 2024 non-security review for Windows 11 23H2, window orchestrator respect the deprovisioning CMD let, it is not necessary to remove the registry value. Make sure you read all these notes, right? And you can block the installation as a part of mail and calendar. You can also prevent users from acquiring new Outlook from Microsoft Store. You can also opt out for the new Outlook migrations. So as you mentioned, starting from as I mentioned right in the initial of the video, while starting Microsoft Business Standard and all these notifications before the migration can opt out for automated migration. So user who are switched to the new Outlook can toggle back to the classic Outlook if they choose. So you see I've say 0 to disable, 1 it's enable, right? You can configure policy. 0 means disable. If you want to enable later on, you have to configure in the group policy, registry, Windows registry, and you can also do it through, you see this policy is also applied through group policy, cloud policy, and Intune, right? All these available, and this is what I'm gonna show you. You can also do it through Intune as well, as I mentioned. So you can go to the Windows and you can go to the configurations, right, and create a new policy here. Select Windows 10 and select the template, right? And here you can search try new Outlook. Let's try the new Outlook. No, let's go to properties catalog. If I save this, add properties, not here. I think I'm missing somewhere. So if you go to policies, Windows, setting catalog, and go to the configuration, search Outlook. Yeah, you see here. Yeah, so you have to go to the Microsoft Intune, go to the devices, search for Windows, create a new policy, and hide the try Outlook in here, and close this, and you can enable it. Click next. You want to apply to all users or just Intune autopilot users, based on your choice. Create it and just refresh it. You see, you can give proper name. I have just given, and you see here you'll see hide and try the new Outlook is enabled. So you can do it through here or regedit, group policy, and through here as well. I hope you learn how you can disable and enable both the new Outlook, but make sure you're doing it prior Microsoft announce. Till then, thank you. Have a good day. Bye bye.